Alright, hopefully I got enough juice to knock out this quick video. A lot of you guys have been asking where I've been, how come I haven't been putting out videos every week, and this is why. We've been, for the last 5 weeks, this is the end of week 5, doing kitchen renovation. And we were going really good in the first week. The first week, my contractors knocked down that wall in between my my dining room, which is over here, and my kitchen, which is over here. So they knocked it all down. Got a nice little, this is only a decorative beam that's going up there. That was a non-load bearing wall. Everything's looking good so far, right? So end of first week, they kicked butt. Got a new window in. Got a header beam up there. Widened out that window for our backyard. This is where our kitchen sink is going. So you could be washing dishes or just hanging out looking out the window at the kids. The next spot, what they did was they closed off this window right here, which basically looked out at the neighbor's windows. Kind of silly, so my wife wanted it gone. Now we can put the stove right there. So we got dishwasher, sink, and stove right there where the wiring and the gas line is. And as you come around here, there's going to be a counter separating the dining room from the kitchen, and that's the toe kick heater that we're going to have installed. We removed the big funky baseboard heater here, and we're going to put that right underneath the counter, blowing straight across the kitchen floor, which is going to be pretty cool. Now over here we got some more counters, and this big tape spot on the floor is our refrigerator. And then I guess in the corner we'll just have a little shelf of some sort. The cool thing that we're doing, and the reason why we're knocking down this wall, is because this is our main entry to the house. We park our cars in the backyard, or not in the backyard, in the driveway by the garage, and we come in this door. Coming up these stairs, there was a door here, and it was really tight. So we kind of want to open it up, and everybody comes in the house. There's 4 of us, so we come in and we have a nice big open space to come into. Hopefully that's going to turn out as awesome as I planned it to. Some of the things that we were thinking of doing, and this counter is supposed to be from that tape line there all the way to here. There's a lot of junk there, maybe you can't visualize it, but that's basically a giant square and is going to look super silly. So we're going to shorten that down and make it more rectangular. Hopefully that works out. So we've had a lot of problems along the way. Our contractor, our general contractor, and our actual guys who've done all this framing work were great. They show up on time. They knocked it out in the exact amount of days that they said it would take them to do. They were very organized, very clean. Every day they would leave the place clean. Our plumber never showed up. So at the end of week 1, everything was done. Like, it looks just like you see here. Our plumber was supposed to show up on Monday. He didn't show up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't call Thursday, Friday. Friday I fired him. I went and called up a new plumber. This guy was awesome. Talked to him. He said he's got a lot of jobs, but some of them are corporate, so they can push him out. And you know what? They showed up the following Monday and kicked butt. They in one day they showed up with 2 plumbers, not a plumber and apprentice. 2 plumbers. They moved my sink from there to there, and if you're wondering why the PEX lines are inside on the floor, from that spot there all the way out is outside the house. So underneath here is a crawl space. So it's going to be and it's also on the north side of the house, getting very little sun. So this is the coldest area of the house. So I chose to have the water lines run inside underneath the cabinetry. This way we don't have a problem with the water lines freezing. Also put in an oversized drain pipe, which is over 2 inches, or sorry, it is a 2-inch pipe. What that's going to do is, as the drain comes underneath and goes into the basement, which starts right there, we'll have no problems with freezing. And if we do, it's a drain pipe. We'll go under there, we'll fix it. They removed the baseboard heater that was there. They installed the gas line there, and they installed the cool toe kick heater that we got there. And last but not least, the lines for the refrigerator, and capped off everything that was for the old sink. Except for that, they're coming back to finish that. They kind of ran out of time. So my brother-in-law and I wound up doing all the electrical work. The electrical work was pretty extensive because we had a lot of silly stuff, like they took the refrigerator line, which used to be over there, and they doubled that up with the whole bunch of outlets upstairs. So we dedicated circuit for upstairs. We ran 6 20-amp circuits to fill this little tiny kitchen. So we're going to have a 20-amp circuit feeding this row of counters here to the window, 20 amp circuit feeding that row of outlets all the way to there, and one at the end of the island. And we ran a 20 amp circuit for the dishwasher, a extra 20 amp circuit in case we want a garbage disposal. We ran a 20 amp circuit for the refrigerator, and it's an extra 20 amp circuit that goes up and over and down to where the microwave is going to go. So basically everything's got its own dedicated 20 amp line, so we don't have to worry about, plus we're to code. We got all these little squigglies right here on each side, hardwired under cabinet lighting, which I found on Amazon. It's gonna, hopefully, if it turns out pretty cool, I'm actually gonna be very happy. There's a lot of solutions that I found out there that were hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and it's only gonna wind up costing me, a modest amount of money. So that was pretty cool. Really can't show you the lights, but my wife and I spent a lot of time searching for these little square guys right here. They're really cool, only about 30 bucks. Got them from a local supply house. They're LED and dimmable. I'm gonna be blinded right there, but they are super bright. In fact, we put one of them in here. We originally planned to have 6 of them, but my wife was like, yeah, that's gonna be way too bright. Plus all that plumbing up there wound up getting in the way. Let me shut the light off. We have a plumbing insanity up there. Everywhere we wanted to run the lights, like that pipe there was in the way, or that set of pipes there. We have all the drain pipes in the way on the other path that we had planned for the lighting. So we decided to put 2 lights over the sink because there's going to be no cabinetry over the sink, and then 3 lights down the center. And last but not least, that beam is going to have 2 pendant lights right over the counter. So that's what's going on. Now, we've been living without a kitchen. This is the end of week 5. Our kitchen is kind of behind that tent, so I basically sealed off the other end of the house to keep the kids out. It's completely taped like something you would see in some kind of movie where the CDC comes in and like seals off an area. Oh yeah, the food tent. And it's air conditioned too, look at that. It's been like a couple days reno because we found some problems with the floor. So it's taking a little bit longer. Got a camera right there. Tracking progress. My contractors are fully aware that they're being recorded at all points in time. Anywhere they go in the house, they're actually being recorded. So my Nest Cam was really cool. It gives you notifications when somebody enters an area. So I mapped out some areas downstairs. So if they pass there to go to the restroom down there, if they cross over a certain line in the basement, I get an alert on my phone that tells me that, hey, there's a contractor in an area of the basement they should not be. Awesome. You're probably wondering why, if the plumber showed up the following Monday and did all the work, why are you now 5 weeks in instead of 3? Well, it's real simple. The change of contractor required me to put in a new contractor permit request, which then triggered them to request a new riser diagram, which is basically a piece of paper with some lines on it. And the plumbing inspector only works 2 days a week. His busy day was Wednesday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he didn't check out my diagram, so he didn't approve it, so I couldn't schedule my inspection. So I wait till Friday, and end of day Friday, I get a phone call. End of day for the town, which is like 3. I get a phone call explaining that he checked the diagram and he's approved it. So I went to schedule, and she said, well, listen, his busy days are Wednesday, so I don't think he can come Wednesday. So I kind of explained. I said, listen, I'm on week 4, 2 kids, no kitchen. What can you do for me? So she scheduled him, and he showed up on Wednesday. So now fast forward to today. Yesterday we passed our plumbing inspection. Awesome. Today we passed our framing inspection. Awesome. Tomorrow the insulation goes in, and Friday, maybe not. Who knows? I'll try and schedule for Friday. If not Monday, we'll get the insulation inspection. And once that's done, we can put this whole thing back together and actually get a living space before they have to come back and inspect again. So doing it legally and legitimately is what I recommend, but don't think like I did in the beginning of this project that it's, 10-day project and we can knock it out, because the town really throws in some delays, and those inspections that have to be done, one after the other, can't be scheduled until the other one's passed, can't be scheduled till the work is 100% complete. All those things create delays, and of course contractors and shady contractors and crappy contractors create delays. I've been lucky. I only had one bad contractor. I've been also very lucky that my general contractor has been able to help us out on several occasions getting stuff done. So, it hasn't been a terrible experience, but it's been a little nutty with, week 5, 2 kids, no kitchen. Half the house is taken down because of safety issues, and you know. But on a positive note, we're gonna have an awesome kitchen when it's done, and that's all that matters, isn't it? All right, so if this type of video works for you guys who watch my channel, I do a lot of DIY stuff. My wife and I have done a ton of projects over the years in this house, all by ourselves, just the 2 of us. But this project was a little bit on a grander scale, so we kind of needed to call in some contractors to take down walls and reframe things. And, you know, my time is very limited, especially if I want to play with my car. So, but if you guys are interested, I got a bunch of DIY stuff I'll be doing. Maybe I'll include that in my channel. If you want to see some of that stuff, drop some comments below, leave a like. If you're stopping by for the first time, this primarily is a car channel, so feel free to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.